It's not so far from Easter time. It's not so far from Passover time. And we are here in Jerusalem. It's like we are waiting for the 12 and for Jesus to arrive back to Mount of Olives, to the Garden of Gethsemane. And we are now at the Garden of Gethsemane. Can you see the 12 arriving to Jerusalem from the room of the Last Supper, from the Cenaculum to here? At the time of Jesus, you could see the temple, the Jewish temple there, instead of the Dome of the Rock. And the temple was between 2 to 3 times higher and bigger than the Dome of the Rock of today. Together with you, we are blessing 2 important people. The first one is Dr. Bohdan Rudawski, which is a vet from America, but he came originally from Ukraine, and this is the time for us to pray from Mount of Olives to the end of that horrible war. If you remember the tears of blood of Jesus here, now there are tears of blood all over Ukraine. Let's stop that war and let's help the refugee to find a better life now until they will be able to reach back home. The second one is E.J. And we're going to follow the fields of Gardens of Olives, which I love because that part of the fields are not owned by the church, not by the Catholic Church, which is there. This is Garden of Gethsemane, and we're going to visit it later on, and not by the Greek Orthodox, which is, you can see the Golden Onion Church, and the cars, behind the cars is a nice private garden that the gates are usually closed, and we're so close to it. But that part is not less than the gardens itself. Look how beautiful it is. We are at the slopes of Mount of Olives. Enjoy that amazing view in the coldest month in Israel ever. It's like a 42 degrees now, around 10 degrees Celsius. I hope that but I feel so warm, so nice, because we are in a place, a spiritual place with a lot of energy. And Betty, you know what I'm talking about. Then in that case, can we walk a little bit? And I want to bless those 2 crosses next to the field of the gardens of the Franciscans, and later on of the Greek Orthodox. I'm trying to walk in a small path because look at the beautiful flowers. They deserve to live as well, and I don't want to destroy their life too. Then here it is. We're talking about olive trees. And those 2 crosses are made of olive wood as well. That if you want to have your own crosses, and then I will prepare a video for you as well and send the crosses to your house. It's not a problem. Go into my YouTube account. You are at the YouTube account, but at beneath the video, there is a description area. Then open it, and you will reach the link of Buy Me a Coffee, and via that you will know exactly how to get your own crosses. And I do have different crosses, then you can enjoy different kind of crosses as well. I don't want it, he said. But it's not a matter of my will. It's your will. If that's what you have to do, Father, do that. And this is amazing because that's where you can hear for the first time, I think, and the last time, the word Abba. And I do have a daughter, she is 17 years old, and she calls me Abba. And that is such a strong word. It's like daddy, but really strong. Abba, it means that she knows her duty. Abba, it means that she respects me a lot. Abba, it means that she loves me a lot. And I love her as well. She is my daughter. Then this is the relationship between Jesus and Abba, the Father. Abba, if you don't want to, I don't want it. Take that cup of me. But if that's what your plan is, then we will follow your way. Here it is. You can see the garden. This is the Church of the Agony and the Garden of Gethsemane, according to the Catholic, which is actually starts here, goes all the way there, and later on you will see ancient trees, because those olive trees are, let's say, 200 years, not more than that. It's still the same garden, and if you will cut an olive tree, it will grow again. And look at that, look at that. Those are the new branches. Then you can cut it and plant it all over. If you want, you will have new trunks all over that tree. Then one of the questions that people usually ask me, the trees from at the Garden of Gethsemane, the one that we're going to see later on, from the time of Jesus or not? Then we check them lately, and they discovered that they are around 900 to 1,000 years old. But remember, if you cut an olive tree, it will grow again. Then I say, yes, of course it is. This is the place. And this is the sign. Now, Garden of Gethsemane, Gethsemane, strange word for you, but it's in Hebrew. Gat Shemanai, Gat Shmanim, the place that you are pressing olive to olive oil. And it usually was surrounded with a wall. It usually was owned by someone, private. And if Jesus used it, it means that it was owned by one of the disciples. I'm not sure for the 12, but one of the disciples of Jesus. Then here it is, at the slopes of Mount of Olives. And at the time of Jesus, you couldn't see a lot there, just like now. Beautiful. Then let's bless you now, and let me give you a few minutes for yourself to pray. before we will say goodbye, just want you to see that we are above the roof of a beautiful Crusader church, which marks the tomb of Mary, the Mother, according to, well, most of the time by Catholic, and now it's owned by the Armenian and the Greek Orthodox. I do have so many videos of it in my YouTube channel, but I never saw the facade from here. What is missing here are the beautiful Crusader church that used to be on top of it, but been destroyed by the Muslims after the Crusader time. They saved the tomb of Mary because Mary is very important for the Muslims as well. Then please subscribe my channel, and I hope that it's going to be a very good and positive Easter, and don't forget to pray for the peace between Ukraine and Russia, and you know what, the peace of the world as well. Thank you.